Morning, everybody. Today it is, what day is it? Tuesday? Some mornings I just don't know what day it is or what. I'm in downtown Sarasota today. So I was just sort of riding by and I was thinking about a story I did last year. Probably one of my first 10 videos that I did, where I was trying to do interesting stories, and I put it in a playlist called Tales from TV Land, which are stories that I covered as a news person, and I sort of went back and talked about that story. Although I didn't have the original news footage, I kind of talked about how interesting that was. And this is sort of a recap of a story that happened right here, probably back in around '99 originally. I shot the vlog last year about it. And what it was there used to be a house here in this lot right here, which is between, I don't know what this building is, some kind of art or real estate building, something. But you can see there's a lot of trees growing up here right now. This is probably one of the old trees that was here. And you can sort of get a sense that there was something here, but there's a driveway right there. But there's really no remnants that I can see. I think the house sat next to these trees, and it was one of those narrow houses. Probably about here. I don't know if you can see this. Right about right there to right where these trees are. There was a house here. Oh, there are remnants. Sorry. There are remnants of the house in the form of a sidewalk that looks like it might have went. You can see it kind of runs into this brush. It looks like it might have run up to the side of the house where there was maybe a door. I kind of wish I had a picture of the house before. Basically what happened was, right out here in the front, I think in this neighborhood right there, next to these little stairs, there was a propane tank, and they were doing some kind of digging, and the propane tank ignited, which I never found out what exactly ignited it, but supposedly it blew up, and there was people in the house. And according to some interviews we did, the person that was right here in the house, let's get back a little bit so you can see how, you can still see the stairs and stuff. You see how there's stairs that went up to the house? It's weird because it's between a business building here and some art building, and there was a home. I think back in the old days, maybe, I don't know, the 50s or something, there used to be houses in this downtown area. All down here probably used to be houses. And I guess as the downtown grew, they, took the houses out, put office building. You can see across the street, this is all office building space. There's a big bank. Anyway, back to the story. Back to the future. All right, so they were working. There was a guy in the house, and I guess as the explosion happened, the people saw the fire or the explosion and went back. And by the time we got here, it was completely engulfed in flames. And it was one of the cool things that I wish I had on tape. Why didn't I keep that tape? I don't know. But we ended up doing a live shot as they were putting out the fire from across the street over here. We were standing right over here somewhere. I can't remember because they've changed these buildings. But anyway, a pretty interesting scene. You can see there's sort of the sidewalk here, and then there's the steps up to the building, the old railing that was originally here, probably these pipes, and this kind of a little sidewalk thing. I wonder if the door was right here, because you can see the steps and the concrete ends right here, and I wonder if that was the steps to the house. Maybe it was this close. So as the fire, they said it blew up, and I guess as it blew up, it caught the house on fire. Here's some kind of sign right there, a signpost, a metal signpost that used to have a sign, but they cut it off, and a little bit of some kind of brick. And then there's I don't know what you'd call this, the pedestrian stairs, but you can see there's some old school stuff. This may be a newer sidewalk. Then it comes to this old school concrete there. I'll link this. There you can see me. I'll link the video. I'll put that little white link on the top to this video, so if you want to watch the old video. It wasn't one of my favorite videos because I think I just rambled on and on and on and on. I was still getting used to doing the vlog stuff. I wasn't as comfortable. I remember being particularly nervous that day, and I think I just kept repeating a lot of stuff. But anyway, it was a pretty interesting deal how this house blew up. And we talked to some people, and people were talking about it, and they were saying, yeah, people that said they were on Main Street, like over in these big buildings, said they felt the blast, like when it blew up. It was such a strong deal. We were actually down at Memorial Hospital, which is a couple blocks south this way, when we were going to do an interview for something else. When they called us on the radio or cell phone, and they were like, hey, there's a fire down Main Street. And we got down here, there's all kinds of fire trucks. It was crazy. But yeah, I always kick myself for not having that video because it was pretty awesome. One of these days, I have a friend still at the TV station who can get me video. But yeah, one of the best stories I can remember as far as like action and excitement right downtown. And actually recently, somebody actually hit a gas line on Main Street. And apparently they had to close, not Main Street, US 41. Anyway, I thought that was a neat little revisit there. I'm kind of He was saying coming through. Yeah, I've been revisiting some stuff from last year just to try to, I don't know why, just nostalgia, I guess. Just like, oh, I was here last year and I did a story there, and yeah, now I remember because I'm over like the 220 vlog mark, so it started to stack up, and I start to forget what I actually shot. This is next door. This building is mostly glass. All these windows are glass here. And when that explosion happened, I remember that the windows are like 8 to 10 feet tall, and they were all the side windows were all broken there. It was pretty crazy. This is Murray Homes Realty, I guess. And there's a tube man. Some guy makes these tube men with he's got a saw and a hat on. Some guy makes those. Actually, his office is like right there. I should go over and say hi. I've been thinking about going over and doing a video about him, so one of these days I'll get over there and do an interview. Anyway, hope you guys have a great week. Hope you enjoyed this little sneak back. Check the link for the video, the original video, if you want to go check that out. We'll see you guys later. Have a great one.